So let's go ahead and go to example number 2 now. Cosine of 11 pi over 12. The first thing I always do when I come to things like this is I do not think in terms of radians more than degrees. So I'm going to show you how to do it in terms of radians and also degrees. So I'm going to first change that 11 pi over 12. I'm going to change it to degrees because I see it a lot easier that way. So that would give me, 165 degrees. Okay? So, what I do is, and if you did this in fraction form or the radian form, 11 twelfths would work also. But what I do is I do cosine of 165 degrees. Okay? Now we've got to think about that is really cosine of watt plus watt or watt minus watt to get to 165. A lot of different things are possible with that, but I go, the first thing I think of is 45 degrees and 120 degrees. Okay? And if you're wanting to do it in radians, that would be the same thing as the cosine. Let's see, 45 degrees is 1/4 of a pi, and 120 degrees is 2/3 pi. Okay? So if I take the 11 twelfths, if I do 1/4 of a pi plus 2/3 of a pi, that would give me to 11 twelfths pi. Okay? And again, I think that's a whole lot messier, so I'm going to focus more over here. But if you look in the example that we worked out in the iBook, you will see that it also shows it worked out in terms of radians. So I have this here. And then if I follow the formula for the sum of cosine, that would give me the cosine of 45 degrees times cosine of 120 degrees. And that's a plus, so it's going to be minus here. Sine of 45 times sine of 120. Okay? So, cosine of 45 degrees is the square root of 2 over 2. Cosine of 120 degrees is a negative 1/2. The sine of 45 degrees is root 2 over 2. And then the sine of 120 degrees would be root 3 over 2. So let's simplify that. That'd be what? Positive negative is negative. Square root of 2 times 1 is square root of 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Minus, again, denominator is 4. Square root of 2 times square root of 3 is the square root of 6. So that, thankfully, we still have a common denominator. Don't have to change it up at all. And we have a negative root, root 2. Negative root 2 minus square root of 6. Okay? And that would be the exact answer for the cosine of 11 pi over 12. Instead of plugging it into a calculator and getting a decimal answer.